Hey everybody, hope we're doing well, having a great day so far. Welcome back to another episode of CS News. I want to warn you guys and apologize. Today's episode of CS News is going to be a little dated. All these articles are a little old for all of you because I was unfortunately sick, and if you guys hear my dogs eating back there, they're kind of being loud. These articles and stories today are a little bit old, so I do apologize for that because I was sick all day yesterday. I live streamed for 3 days straight, about 25 hours in total of live streaming. It was so much fun for my Christmas giveaways. I still have tons of skins to give away because you guys were generous, gave me skins to give away to all of you. So watch out for all those giveaways on my Twitter as well as my live streams coming soon. So today's episode will be a little bit dated, but it should be fun, and I should be back tomorrow, guys, up to date on news stories for all of you. There is so much CSGO news going on in the scene right now, so please look at time markers down below. Whatever interests you, click on that. Hope you guys all enjoy. As always, let's get right into it. And our first story for CSGO News today does involve the notorious French Shuffle coming sometime soon in 2017, which will be after the major, as well as probably WESG finals, guys, for both G2 and Envyus, who did both qualify for the major. Now, apparently, no matter what the results at that major, this Shuffle will be coming in. A Shuffle no one can predict because as we were all trying to make our predictions for the best French team, we were trying to put together the 5 best French players. Obviously, impossible to sign the 5 best players without any problems happening there. This will be the 5-man roster on screen right now, which will include the duo of Kenny S and Shox, arguably the 2 best French players right now, besides maybe Scream, who was left out of this trio, which would have been an amazing trio to see. But they will be joined, Kenny S and Shox will be joined by MBK, Apex, and Body, alongside Smiths, who will be stepping down from that G2 roster into the coaching role for this new French team. Also, big surprise, guys, again, Scream left out, arguably the next best French player. He will not be on this team, unfortunately enough for him, but maybe he'll be making sparks somewhere else. Also kind of surprising, though, Existence, not pulled from the LDLC team. Many people thought he's a great French leader. He could be great in this actual team. He will not be pulled into this 5-man roster as of right now. This is only speculation, but this could be coming soon in 2017. The new French power team, guys, coming soon to you. That roster, again, is on screen. It's going to be really cool to see if this actually does happen, what this actually will do, and how good they'll do in the CSGO scene. I'm going to link the article down below for all of you guys with more details. Flickshot did a great job. Multiple sources, again, confirming this to happen sometime soon in 2017. And also some really cool speculation a week ago is now almost further confirmed, guys. Still speculation, but it does seem very apparent. FC Copenhagen, the big soccer club over there in Europe, will be signing the Danish lineup, the Ex-Dignitas. All 5 of those guys should be signed by FC Copenhagen sometime soon in early 2017, just in time for the WESG finals as well as the E-League major. So big tournaments for those guys. Gonna be really cool to see, especially what kind of apparel a soccer club actually makes for their players and what kind of things they're gonna be wearing, and if they still can perform as well as they did in 2016. So cool to see those Ex-Dig guys. They should be signed. I'm linking the article down below for you guys. It does say some sources have confirmed this to be true. Also want to talk about very briefly is the WESG finals, which I just talked about for the Ex-Dig guys. The biggest tournament arguably of 2017 that's been announced as of right now, a $1.4 million prize pool. It's an insane amount of money. I think it might be $1.5 million actually, just across 24 teams. And you know, most of those teams, the majority of them are not even tier 1 teams. So really crazy, the Chinese scene right now drawing in some major money for this, but also a major problem with the group picking. I would love to see how they randomize these groups. You guys have heard many pros complain about this as to how they actually came across these groups. I have no idea, but look on the groups on screen right now, guys. Group A, the group of death, obviously, we have 3 top teams here. Epsilon performing very well. Obviously, Virtus.pro and Envyus coming off big major wins and qualifying for that major as well. That's a stacked group, and you may not think, oh, Jake, those are not like the best teams in the world. Well, here this tournament, Envyus and Virtus.pro, arguably 2 of your top 3 teams here, apart from Godsent. Now we do have, obviously, people thought Tyloo got a really easy group in Group D. I'll show that later on. I think both, makes it even all the more sketchy, both Chinese teams here, you know, there are multiple Chinese teams, but both the top Chinese teams, Tyloo and CyberZen, got insanely easy groups. So I showed you Group A. We had Virtus.pro, Epsilon, Envy, your 3 top teams here, besides Godsent at this actual tournament. And then in Group B, we have who? We have CyberZen, and then we have, a Kazakhstan team, K23. We have iGame, that iGame.com. Are you kidding me? And then we have Group C, which again is another stacked group. You would say of your top 10 teams, majority of them do fall in Groups A and Group C. So for Group C, we do have Space Soldiers, Kingwin, 5 Dragons, and also Godsent. Godsent being one of your, again, your probably top 3 teams here. So you have A and C loaded, and then in Group B and D, D being Tyloo's group, who do you have? Selfless Gaming. You have a Mexican team, Quetzal, who lost one of their better players. You have no one. Dark Passage, yeah, maybe they stand a chance. Not really, though. It's amazing to see. I would love to see how these guys sat down. You know what? Let's have a random group organizer, and let's make it look as obvious as possible that we're stacking a Chinese-hosted event for the Chinese teams. It's in Shangzhou, China. These groups are unbelievable, but at the same time, though, I can't really freak out because of these loaded groups, the best team should get out. Godsent should not have a problem facing off against these guys. Virtus Pro should not have a problem. Envyus shouldn't have a problem. The only things I feel bad for is a team like Epsilon. They get cheated out of Group A. If they do fall to Envyus and Virtus Pro, Epsilon's still a really good team, had a great chance here at going top 10, but unfortunate for them, they got a Group A of death because the Chinese, it seems very, very sketchy how they went about randomly choosing these groups, but that was my complaining for the day. Now on to our next story. And what's CSGO news without a little drama? You know, we actually had a couple days ago, S1mple tweeted out this. Many of you guys know in the past, S1mple's been a toxic guy. I'm not going to try and defend the guy. I think he's a great CSGO player. Sometimes, though, I actually am going to play both sides here. He gets misunderstood. Obviously, English not being his primary language, sometimes he comes off being a little bit of a rager or a toxic player. I think that's really misunderstood sometimes. Again, he tweeted out that, eventually did delete it, but not before many people replied to him. And the same old thing happened here. Whenever S1mple says something that's kind of toxic or rude, this time it was targeted both Olaf Meister as well as MBK about the FPL system. He was very disturbed and obviously did not like how some pro players were not acting like professionals in FPL, and they should be acting more towards, you know, what S1mple would do. In this situation, I think it was the picks and bans. But yes, this whole thing is the same time. Every time S1mple says something or starts an argument, a string of pros. This time we had MBK, Apex, Olaf, Taz, JW. They all stood in and said, yo, S1mple, you can't be toxic. You can't be doing this. You can't react like this. And then again, it always ends the same way. S1mple has an apology tweet like this on screen. We're supposed to believe he's a changed man now. He's happy. He's not going to rage ever again, which probably will happen sometime soon. But yeah, that was in some S1mple drama, guys. Also announced, though, more praise for the guy. He is obviously one of the better players in CSGO of all time. Probably going to go down in history. Just to confirm this, guys, he was named the Esports Player of 2016 or the Esports Player of the Year by Redbull as well a couple days ago. So congrats to you, man. A little drama there, but also a really high appraisal. Redbull announced him the best CSGO Player of the Year. Really cool for that. And also some more CSGO news. Really cool to see SK Gaming. As many of you guys know, a couple weeks ago, Neymar actually Snapchatted some things of him playing CSGO, and a couple weeks later, he's playing with SK Gaming. SK Gaming got to meet him, a couple other soccer players who apparently had no need for wearing shirts because they're just all great-looking guys. They also met Gabriel Medina, who's a Brazilian professional surfer. So it seems like SK Gaming living the life, guys, playing CSGO on a beach, meeting a bunch of pro players. It's just really cool to see all the connections these guys have because they are now pro sports players. You know, they're playing professional esports, and now they have connections. They get to meet people like Neymar, other soccer players, other professional sports players. It's really cool to see that, guys. Looked like they were having a fun time. Wish I didn't have to wear a shirt for YouTube. And I want to update you guys on my live streaming. Actually, the past 3 days at why I'm sick, I told you guys in the intro, I live streamed almost 25 hours, which was so much fun. I have not had a more fun 3 days in a long time. You guys showed so much support. I mean, not only because I was doing giveaways, but people also donated skins to me just to give away. We had a couple guys who donated over $100, over $200 in skins just to give away. So please stay tuned for my live streams on YouTube, guys. I have so many skins to give away. I can't even keep track of it all. You guys can check out my inventory. All of my skins, besides a couple knives, are for all giveaways. So thank you all so much who enjoyed my Christmas live streams. Thank you all so much for your donations, your support. It really meant a lot to me. It made my last 3 days so worth it for getting sick right now. So hope you guys all enjoyed that. Please watch out for my live streams and my Twitter. I'm giving away so many skins, and special shout outs, guys, to everyone who did donate, especially skins for more giveaways. So Flawless, Everett, everyone else, thank you all so much. Again, I want to apologize for all of you guys for the crappy episode of CSGO News, but it's just really been a really weird last few days. I've been really sick, and I have had no idea what I've been doing. So I'm going to be back tomorrow, guys, with some great news. I have some great stories that none of you guys have heard about before. Please stick around for tomorrow's episode of CSGO News. It's going to be much better than this one, guys, and hopefully a lot lengthier as well with multiple stories. Hope you guys all enjoy. Remember, my name is Jake. Remember, I like you. I'll see you guys all next time, and hopefully tomorrow for a live stream as well as another CSGO News episode. Until then, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Remember, I like you. Goodbye, guys. God dang, this video was terrible. I am so good.